Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Samus Aran still hasn't had her body back. Operations room. I don't know if this is now when you can leave. I hope so. Please let me leave. Please. Please just let me go. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to get stuff. And not die. Nope, they just locked me out even further. Even further proving my point. Also, just to spill something here. If you're gonna make a game that involves collectibles and collectibles that... or rather, just collectibles that you have to have for your health and your, you know, anything else that's upgradable, and you make it to where the player cannot go back or get anything that they missed, really freaking sucks, because if you're like me, you'll play a lot of the story first and then go back for what you got to get in that area. And if you're playing it for the first time, you're not gonna know when the story hits that point of no return. And, like, that can really trip you up. It tripped me up. Like, I think I came here with, like, 2 energy tanks on the top. And I had to really force myself to do good. Couldn't have recovered my health, could you, buddy? Regenerate your stuff. Do not forget to do this step. It takes up some seconds, but it's way worth it. Also, save it. If you can. Never mind. We're just going. Just going. Alright. Unfortunately, by the way, this means that something else on the way is also timed. You can see if things are starting to break. Go through here and everything's broken. And there's a vacuum of space right there that's somehow not pulling us in, and a giant egg. Welcome to the creepiest boss in this game. One hit, all of our energy gone. And with one strike, the X is also gone. It reformed. But now we are Samus again. You're gonna want to hit him in the guts. Because that's where his weak point is. Unfortunately, with every stroke, Samus gets stunned for a minute. This is the power of the Omega Metroid. Unfortunately, Nintendo has tried many times to be a jerk. And guess what? Because you couldn't save, you have to fight that boss all over again. Yep. No joke. You have to fight friggin' evil Samus himself, or herself, or whatever self. When this first happened to me, really made me cringe. This is not very good game mechanics, and honestly, again, like I said, this is really poor taste. You have to basically fight 3 bosses in a row. You have no save in between these bosses. If the game locked you out of getting anything to recover, like all of the energy tanks, which would be really nice when you're fighting that Omega Metroid, and will basically be a cinch if you had them all. So you basically, you know, had that to deal with. But then you have this boss that does like 2 or 3 energy tanks of damage off of you each hit. And then you have the boss after that boss that can kill you. And then you have the boss after that boss that can kill you. And then you have the Omega Metroid at the very end that will not only kill you, but if you take your time to try to learn the boss, then you will also die because it's timed. You have only like 2 minutes tops to beat the boss, which requires rapid-firely hitting the boss, but since you don't have enough health because you don't have all of the energy tanks, then you have to basically, like, get really lucky, which is really terrible to me. Boss fights should not be luck-based, they should be skill-based, and that's what I feel like these end bosses are. Like, you gotta be lucky enough to not get hit enough times. You have to be lucky enough to get there on time, kill the boss. And not only that, none of this is saved. Like, you can't save after beating that boss, which... it's so bad. It's so terrible. Never do that. All that's gonna do is frustrate the player and not make them want to play. Like, it's not smart. Which makes me think, because of how this end is all wrapped up in, like, how it is, like, the stuff with the computer, the Galactic Federation, the Metroids, and all that, all wrapped up in this end, I didn't think it was gonna end this soon. For the game. With the blowing up of the ship and all that. I thought it was gonna continue on. But, to my disdain and surprise, it really does end this way, and you're stuck fighting Two-Face McGee over here to the death, and then fight another friggin' thing right after that. It's just a load of hoopla. So I highly implore that I'm gonna be showing off all of the 100% maps on screen so that you can see for yourself if you've gotten everything, and also marking off where the transfer points to where you get Screw Attack. You can go back and you can get all the things that need Screw Attack and all that jazz. Get out of my face, man. Get... I don't know, it's just... I can easily see why a lot of people would get frustrated with this part, because I also got frustrated with this part. And my only will for, like, continuing was I wanted to see the end. And yeah, that did kill me. Expect to hear some complaining. Because I really... It's not just Super Metroid. If this happens in a game, I cringe every time I see it. Like I said, and keep saying, it is a horrid choice in game development, and I really feel like this ending here was rushed and they were running out of time making it, because the rest of the game seems to be pretty fine, no rushing at all, but the end here just feels so rushed to me. Where in Super Metroid, you felt like you could finish the game whenever you dang well felt like it, and you never felt like the game suddenly was in a rush to complete the timetable for the development. So I feel like what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to run... The one thing I did notice is that Screw Attack does seem to cancel out their attacks, which is great. Friggin' 2 hearts of damage. Get out of here. Finally. Currently I am in a no funny business mood, so if I start playing better, that's probably because I'm just done. By the way, even if you touch this X, there's no way to grab it. It just retreats immediately.
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination, planet SR-388. Propulsion sequence activated. Destination, planet SR-388.
Also, one thing that I heard about Metroid Prime that was cool is that you go to different planets that actually have, like, civilizations on them and you help them out. Or something to that effect. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that is a cool feature if that is the case. I kind of wish we had a Metroid game like that where you go to multiple planets instead of just one research center or one planet and then blow it up. It would be cool if Samus really was the defender of peace as she's claimed to be. Despite the fact that these are cold missiles, they do jack.
2 minutes to
Just slap me and get it over with. It's hard to believe that this is what a Metroid Evolved looks like, but... Thank you for waiting for the main character power-up. You're too fast. You seem to work like Crocomire, my friend. How did I get hit twice there? I'll never know.
60 seconds to impact.
And it's dead. The boss fight wasn't even difficult as it was just pure annoyance. Like,
40 seconds to impact.
it was really just a boss there to just be a boss, that's it. Like, there was no creativity there. Not even in the fight versus yourself. But I don't want an ending to be too sour about that fight, but yeah, that's my opinions, is that that shouldn't have existed. That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to the computers. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke unto me in my anger. Do not worry, one of them will understand. One of them must. Reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our own consciousness. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. That is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. The ship can only be started manually. Yet, before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand. And this is the most adorable picture in all of Metroid. She wasn't able to save the lives of everybody else on SR-38. But she sure did save those 3, or 4. Wait, 5. So, that's the game. And like I said, I love this game to death. I really love the story elements. I really do. I think they're really awesome. It's really creepy and all that. The X are okay. They're pretty cool. And also added the creepiness factor a lot. The gameplay was much better and more polished and refined. There's just that one huge gaping hole in its entire structure, and that is the linearity of it all. The fact that at the end of the game, you have to basically get shut out of everything. Unless you go, like... And it's very hard to avoid the navigation rooms, by the way. And first-timers will just think, well, I'll just go past the navigation room and go to all of the different friggin' elevators. Actually, no, you cannot. And the thing that bugs the crap out of me so bad is that would be so convenient to the player to have those. to have elevators that could just, you know, beam you up, Scotty, anywhere you wanted to go in the training facility. Or not the training facility, the different sectors. Like, that would be so awesome. I feel like that would have made it a friggin' great, incredible game. But the fact that that's that one stain in my eyes, it's like, it makes me really, like, not want to deal with that sometimes, so... Like, again, it's a friggin' awesome game, and I highly suggest anyone to play it. But just be warned, it can be a little frustrating at times, and the linearity of it all can be really stupid. Yeah, I doubt I got the good ending. It shows my time. I have no friggin' clue why the endings are based on how much she undresses. It's really stupid. Like, I want to shoot aliens. I don't want to look at some friggin' woman in a skin-tight suit. Your rate for collecting items is 78%. Also, you might notice that the clear time and the play time don't match. That is because I would occasionally go get something to eat or take a break, and I would leave it running. Either by accident or on purpose, sometimes, and it racked up. The actual clear time for this game, I think, was either 8 hours or 7 hours, something like that. But that being said, this game is friggin' awesome, but there's a few kinks, and that linearity is a huge one that I think that was like a last-minute thing. I'm just going to show here that now we have a Metroid next to our name. We can have to start over. Or you can copy the data, move it to another file, so you always have a new one, and then click start over, which is more, it's better that way. And yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Basically, starting over will make it to where you can view all of the items again. From their, you know, how many items you're missing in one area or whatever, so you know that you're missing something so you can go and check. It does not tell you where they are. It just tells you that you're missing some. But with that, I'm going to end the episode here, for my commentary at least. And I'm going to show all the sectors maps in completion one by one. And then you can take screenshots of them or save them or whatever so that you can have them for viewing for whenever you want to 100% the game or get all everything and whatever. But yeah. I'll have that up, and I'll also have, you know, I'll zoom in on the parts when you can go in and out of sectors and that sort of thing, because the only way you can get most of those items later down the line is through sneaking through each sector, which requires finding each invisible path. Which is hard to find. I wish I would have found it in my playthrough, but I might have a separate video, a New Game Plus, maybe going over some of the new things that we can get through that point, but I don't know. But I'll see you guys in the next part, or the next project I'm going to be doing, after you guys see all the stuff that you can get, or missed, or, you know, all that jazz. See you guys then. Just showing here that this is the thing I said I would show, is that in New Game Plus you can see the energy tanks, missile packs, and the bomb packs that we are missing. I believe if you go to an individual area you can find out more information, but I can't swear to it because it's been a long time since I've actually seen it. But this is just to show, if you're missing anything, then you have a total. There's also a couple other things I guess you can do in New Game Plus, but I don't quite remember. I'll see you guys in the maps. Well, here's the map. so that all of you can see it. First off, we're going to check out Sector 1 SRX. And this is all of the locations of everything that you need to know for all of the things, where you get the things, and all of that jazz. Also, man, it sucks we missed the energy tank there. I knew there was something there, but my instinct failed me. So this is showing where everything is that you can get, and generally, it is a very good idea to try to get all of the stuff. I'm going to have this open for a few minutes just to show that this is the location so you can, you know, screenshot this and keep it up if you need to. Also, just noting, if, like, you want to get 100%, also, noting that this is to Sector 3, this is to Sector 2. Unfortunately, I completely forgot about these locations, which sucks really bad. And I really wish I would have, you know, thought about that a little bit more. But now we're going to Sector 2. Yep, Sector 2. And you're just going to see this area in all of its glory, where all the rooms are. You can go to 1 from here, 4 to here, now all that. Which really sucks that I unfortunately forgot about all of this. Like the locations of where things were. Unfortunately, I'd already saved it and it was too late for me and my save because I soft-locked myself out. But for those of you who want 100% it and whatever, I might do a replay on the New Game Plus at some point in time. Not anytime soon, but at some point in time to try to get 100%. Because I feel very bad that I was not able to get it, and stuff. I should have looked up the map first, but unfortunately I got trigger happy on the saves, and yeah. So we're just gonna have this up here. Also, I got this from the Metroid Recon, which is a really good site that has a lot of really great stuff on it. Now we're gonna go to Sector 3 Pyre, as you can see right here. And we're just gonna wait like a minute so you can have time to screenshot. Then you can get to 5 from here and 1 to here. Generally pretty cool. I can definitely tell that I missed quite a bit of stuff here. Which sucks, but happens. Now we're gonna go to Sector 4. And Sector... Oh, not Sector, but the main building. As you can see, there's some good stuff here. There was an energy tank right here, which I'm not even sure how you managed getting that. If I'm gonna be honest. Because, once you leave this area, I don't think you're able to go back there again. And even if you try to wall jump up this area, you can't. So if you get this energy tank, then you have to get the one next to it immediately, or you're missing it. At least that's what I think is the case. I've never actually been able to get back up there. I don't know how to get it back up there, but if you are able to get back up there, please let me know. Maybe through this room, but I don't know. There's also this blackness, which is kind of... Oh, that's just a room we can't go to. Okay. And as you can see here, there's this reactor silo and all that. All the items you could get here. And now we're going to go to Sector 5. And Sector 6. Sector 6 is probably the smallest, but it's probably the most condensed. Yeah, I can see the energy tanks I missed there. A lot of them. It's really unfortunate, too. Also, there's a restricted laboratory. For some reason, the speed shoes didn't work, but that's where you would get it. But yeah. This is everything you can possibly get in the game. So if you are playing the game yourself, you can screenshot all the forms I've seen in the video. Save them, and then you can do this yourself. You want to give it a shot and play it. I can almost guarantee you'll have an easier time than I did, that's for sure. I just wish my memory wasn't cruddy so I knew where exactly to get everything. I remember attempting this before, but again, I had another issue where if you're playing a game and you live in a tropical zone or a zone that has a lot of lightning and storms, don't play. Just don't. Unplug whatever unit you're using for games, whatever it is. Just unplug it. It's not worth it. Even if you like, well, it's not on, so it's not suffering. I've had issues where a device has restarted on me because, or not restarted, but like, it was off during a power outage, and then somehow the power outage affected it, and I lost a save anyway. So like, I didn't have that to go on for reference, but I did go back to try to go through those areas. Because the first time I beat this game, I didn't even know that was possible. I just thought that, well, I got stuck and that's it. You know, I can't go back, and I guess I wasn't smart enough to get all the things in there when I could, and Screw Attack really was pointless. Now, Screw Attack is actually very, very good, and it helps you get a lot of the stuff that's in these places. It's just, the game's stupid and decides to lock you out after you get to that one navigation room. So long as you don't do that, and you save before going in there, and then you go to these places, you should be great. Right as rain. Like, I might play up to that point off screen and get all the stuff. Like, show you exactly what to do to get in there. Because the one thing about this that's kind of bothering me a little bit is, while it's showing you where you can get this stuff, it's not showing you how. And sometimes that can be a bit of a problem. For walkthroughs or anything like that. But that being said, this is all the sectors you can take pictures of. Like I said, if you want to get 100%, you can do that pretty easily. And all that jazz. So, without any further ado, I'll see you guys in the next project. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all managed to get 100% where I could not. See you guys in the next project.